All right, we want your opinion on this next story. Call us 1-877-TEL-HLN. State welfare money possibly being spent on gambling? Sounds pretty incredible. Could be happening in California. The state gives the aid out on debit cards, and then those cards can be cashed at casinos. Why is this a big deal? It's taxpayer money, for one thing. Well, now California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is trying to put a stop to it. His state is broke and hands out billions in aids each year. Maybe these ATM withdrawals are one-time things, but come on, this money is supposed to help people get on their feet, not to fund a trip to the local casino. What do you think? Call us. 1-877-TEL-HLN is the number. Here to talk about it, welcome back, Ben Ferguson, the host of the Ben Ferguson Radio Show. Also with us, attorney and radio talk show host, Mark Levine. Guys, thanks for being with us. Ben, I'll start with you. Yeah, I think it's just bad on a couple of fronts. If I'm at that point where I need some assistance from the state, you know, I just think it's a bad temptation to be put in. I know people can make their own decisions, but I just think it's wrong that I'm cashing my check in a casino because I might be desperate and a little more tempted to blow my money. And it's unfair to taxpayers that money could be blown, that should be spent on food and clothing and the basics for people. Yeah, Ben, go ahead, kick it off.
I mean, first of all, the people knew this was an option, a possibility. We've heard about abuse with welfare recipients for decades. We've debated, argued it, reformed it, and everything else. This is a no-brainer where somebody obviously put this in place and allowed it to happen and got some sort of kickback. So I think they should have an investigation. But I'll tell you the other thing that I want to see happen more than just banning this is if you did take your card and you got money at a casino, you should be kicked off welfare for 2 years, no questions asked, because you know better, and this is cheating the system, taking tax dollars. If you went to a casino and used taxpayers' dollars to go to that casino and you took money out there, you should automatically be kicked out of the program for 2 years because obviously you don't need it.
All right, Mark, weigh in on this one.
Well, no one's condoning the use of public assistance for working families for casinos. I'm glad that Arnold Schwarzenegger is putting a stop to it. California's stopping it. But let's be clear on the scope of this here. 99.99% of welfare money was not used in this way. It's a tiny, tiny percentage. Compare that, for example, the $1.8 million or so used here with the $1.8 trillion that we taxpayers use to finance rich people gambling, to finance AIG gambling and Wall Street banks. That's a million times worse. If somebody steals $1 from me, I'm upset.
Mark, it's amazing.
Steal $1 million from me, I'd be a million times more
One at a time. I'll say, if California's broke, 1.8 million is 1.8 million, and they can use all they can get. Ben, weigh in, and then I get a caller.
It's amazing to me how he cannot have a legitimate debate about the issue at hand here, and he has to point fingers at something else that he doesn't like.
It's a million times worse.
Have a discussion about this. Why can't you just finally say that just this by itself is wrong instead of trying to make it some other issue? It's not.
Is wrong,
this
Ben.
is wrong.
It is wrong, and I hope we can ban those banks that were gambling for 2 years, too. How about that?
Hey, let's get a call in, guys. Scott in Wisconsin. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, this thing with no more unemployment rates, I was the one I had to fight to get my unemployment, and because of going through the appeal process to get my unemployment, I ended up missing that last date. Now here I end up losing my house, losing my car, and the way my wife's going, she may leave me because I'm broke now.
Well, Scott, we wish you the best. And I think the way we relate this to what we're talking about here, that money's precious and should be used for the basics because we hate to think somebody's going to gamble. All right, we're going to continue. Ben and Mark, they're locking horns here. More on that coming up.
Let me tell you about a very important phone call I made. When I got my Medicare card, I realized I needed an AARP Medicare Supplement insurance card, too.
Medicare is one of the great things about turning 65, but it doesn't cover everything. In fact, it only pays up to 80% of your Part B expenses. If you're already on or eligible for Medicare, call now to find out how an AARP Medicare Supplement insurance plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, helps cover some of the medical expenses not paid by Medicare Part B. That can save you from paying up to thousands of dollars out of your own pocket. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans exclusively endorsed by AARP. When you call now, you'll get this free information kit with all you need to enroll, so you can join the millions of people who have already put their trust in AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance. Plus, you'll get this free guide to understanding Medicare.
The prices are competitive.
I can keep my own doctor.
And I don't need a referral to see a specialist.
Call now to get a free information kit. Plus, you'll get this free guide to understanding Medicare. And the advantages don't end there. Choose from a range of Medicare supplement plans that are all competitively priced. We have a plan for almost everyone, so you can find one that fits your needs and budget. With all Medicare supplement plans, there are virtually no claim forms to fill out. Plus, you can keep your own doctor and hospital that accepts Medicare. And best of all, these plans are the only Medicare supplement plans endorsed by AARP.
When they told me these plans were endorsed by AARP,
I had only one thing to say.
Sign me up.
Call the number on your screen now and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. You'll get this free information kit and guide to understanding Medicare to help you choose the plan that's right for you. As with all Medicare supplement plans, you can keep your own doctor and hospital that accepts Medicare, get help paying for what Medicare doesn't, and save up to thousands of dollars. Call this toll-free number now.
CNN's In America returns with the groundbreaking documentary, Gary and Tony Have a Baby.
That was very real and very honest and very authentic.
It's a fabulous human story.
The love just came across the screen.
Every person in this world has a story like this.
Watch Gary and Tony Have a Baby. CNN, Saturday and Sunday night, 8 Eastern.
Welcome back to Prime News on HLN, continuing our conversation. It's a passionate one. Here's what's going on in California. People who need welfare assistance are getting basically debit cards. Well, some people are going to the casinos to cash them. And Los Angeles Times reporting that $1.8 million over an 8-month period was cashed at the casino. The fear is welfare money used to gamble. Your thoughts on this? Call us 1-877-TEL-HLN. Eric's with us, Missouri. Eric, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
I worked in a casino for 3 years, and I've seen this happen on a daily basis. And here's the thing. The problem is for getting this cash assistance, they need to eliminate the cash assistance and give them money orders. The state should send them money orders already pre-made out to the releasing company, utilities, and whatnot. And these people should have to just sign their name and mail it in.
Okay, interesting solution there. Mark Levine with us, attorney, radio talk show host. Mark, you for that?
I think that's hard to do. Look, what do the people use the money for? The 99.99% that legitimately use the money. They use it for clothing for their children. They use it to buy, utensils or plates or minor things you might get at a Target store. I am more than fine with saying you can't get it at the ATMs at casinos. I'm glad California is banning it. Clearly, this was overlooked. My whole point, though, is that I never hear Ben complain when 1 million times that amount is wasted in gambling of taxpayer dollars by the big banks.
Again,
that's a bigger story.
I love how you cannot have a real conversation about this issue. And I'll go back to my main point is the people who did this and took the money at the casinos should no longer be on welfare. They should be kicked off the system.
And the other,
let me finish. And the other thing is here is the main problem is you should never trust people to actually decide what they're going to do with this type of government assistance, because there are a lot of people that if they can get money out to gamble, they can get money out for cigarettes and booze and everything else. And what we should do is we should have it where they can only use it at grocery stores and necessities like that. And it's not hard to do. This is real simple. Obviously, there's people in the government there that said, hey, free reign, buy whatever you want to, and that's our tax dollars right there.
All right, let's get another call in. Christina, Missouri. Christina, go ahead.
Hi, Mike. I was just saying that at the age of 32, I became disabled due to my lungs collapsing. And just on behalf of people who really need Medicare, Medicaid, I personally would like to thank the taxpayers that work hard every single day, because without them, I wouldn't have a roof over my head. And it just is disgusting that people abuse the system like this and allow it to happen. And just one more thing, I think that for those of us who really need the assistance, I would much rather be working 40 hours a week. I really would. But when people abuse it like that, I just feel that it's going to somehow trickle down and penalize those who really need it. And I'm just really ashamed of those people. You know, it's just shameful. And
Christina, thank you for the call.
One thing I just
wish you the
want to point out,
best in your plight. Man, that's just heartfelt there. Guys, real quick, about 10 seconds each. Mark, go ahead.
99.99% of people do not abuse the system. Poor people. You got a lot more rich people abusing the system. I say all abusers should be punished.
Look, I think at the end of the day, you got to assume that people are going to do these types of things. So put the safeguards there so it never happens again. Don't trust anybody. Fix it.
All right, Ben, Mark, spirited conversation. We'll have to have you guys back. Thanks so much. And Christina,
thanks for having us.
Great call. Thanks again. We wish you the best. And you as well. Have a great weekend. I'm Michael Lanos. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget, Prime News comes your way every day at 6.